Good morning everyone, Emily here. It's been a while. Lots has happened since last time I was on here. We were away for a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it's gotten hot. We've got summer has started early, which is pretty normal for here, but we've been lucky the last couple of summers. I'm using my mic today, so hopefully it's working. And I'm just going to show you a quick look around and try to give you a few Lisianthus growing tips. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to try get into plant a heap of seeds today because it's overcast and nice and cool for a change. And I don't think it's going to be overcast for too long. We're supposed to get rain potentially tomorrow or the weekend. It's Tuesday today. So yeah, I'll turn you around and we'll have a quick look at what's happening. Alright, so under this shade cloth, the Lisianthus that I had in last season are all flowering. So this bed is the bed where I trimmed most of them back in the hopes, well, I thought they would come back, but they haven't. So the only ones I've got in here are the ones that I didn't trim back, and they're looking really good. I've already picked one lot out of here, and then I've got some new little babies in here. If I get this shade cloth up. So I've got two more colours in here now. These have been in for a few weeks. I put them in when we got back, so yeah, it'll be a couple of weeks. They're growing really well actually, considering we've had like 40 degrees for the last, well, we've had a few days of 40 degrees, put it that way. I need to pinch them. So a few things with Lisianthus. They are a perennial. I'm pretty sure they're a perennial in most areas. They handle quite a lot of cold. Ideally, they should be planted before winter, so because they like to have like a bit of a chill. Helps them to flower properly for their first season. I didn't have the space and I wasn't really organised, so I didn't get my order in until fairly late. So I got these in obviously quite late. It was like mid-spring, but they're still doing fine. It just means that the first season you don't get a huge amount from them, and they probably won't have super long stems. But then the second season, as you can see, those ones and the other row I've got out here are nice long stems with lots of big buds on top. I'll show you the other row that I didn't cut back out. It's a row that's not under shade cloth. The lemon myrtles, while we were away, the milking cow got in and demolished half of this one, which is very annoying. My little shade house has been blown over. I've got to put it back up and stake it and tie it up a bit better. And the zinnias that I planted before I went away, they're all up. There's only a handful of them left. A rabbit was coming in while we were gone and ate most of them, including my floret ones, which these are a couple of the floret ones that are left out of all the ones that I planted. And this garden needs weeding. And then down, these are all our vines taking the veggie garden over. That is some of the floret celosia in there. And that's about all I've got in that bed at the moment. I did throw a heap of celosia seed along here, but not really any of it has come up, unfortunately. The other thing is, the cows got in the other night, a mob of cows got in the other night, and as you can see, destroyed a lot of stuff. They ate all the corn, knocked a heap of my lilies over, ate all the freesias and pulled half of them out. Ate other stuff, and they went through all the veggie garden and ate a heap of my stuff off as well. In here I've just planted, I've trimmed my Chrissy's back and planted the new ones. I've got more coming. These ones, and they've had their first pinch. So in November you do the first pinch, and then again Australia Day, so that you get flowers for Mother's Day. And this is some more Lisianthus babies. So this is where I had Lisianthus last year as well, and I cut them back to plant other stuff in here. And yeah, they didn't come back, other than a couple that must have still had, you know, had a couple of leaves that were still sitting there or something. They've come back from that. But yeah, these are new ones there, and then some up the other end here. That's weeds. This is some of the campanula that the cows didn't get. So yeah, there's some more here. I lost a few in these ones. I'm not sure why. These ones were a bit bigger to start with, so you would have thought they would have done better, but they haven't. There's a few that have died in there. And then yeah, I've got all this space in this bed here still, which making plans for that. Did you find water? The round bed, it's got dahlias in there. They haven't they haven't started coming up yet, I don't think. Can't see anything popping up yet, but I did only plant them after I got back. I planted one lot in the middle here for the ones my sister gave me, and then the others I didn't get planted until probably like a week or so ago. Here I've got to trim all the status back because there's old ones in there. There are fresh ones coming through. A couple of stems of Eryngium here. This is the blue one.
The blue.
Cows have walked down here and knocked the board over and trampled through here. But yeah, I need to do a trim on these, but there are some fresh ones coming through. And then all the white Eryngium down there. I've picked a few of those already. Oh, you're on the inside. You're on the inside. Hey! But yeah, there's still a few there. A bit shorter stems. But I've got some orders for the end of this week, which I'll probably use some of those on. The Achillea is looking pretty good. Probably the best I've had it look. Still hasn't got very big heads, but I think the extra shade from this shed is definitely helping it. The cows have trimmed all the stuff on the edge here and some over there. And then this is all stuff that's just ready to be pulled out. I need to collect seed from this straw flower before I pull it out. And all the snapdragons need to be pulled out. The cows ate all the campanula in here. It still had like flower heads on it. They've like trampled all this and ate some of it, the Veronica. So I need to like trim it up. Yeah, they've left plenty of evidence behind. And then this bed I've already pulled the stuff out, so that was campanula too. I'd hardly picked not much off that pink stuff because it had not long started. And then all the sunflowers I had up there, they ate. There's like 4 left there that they didn't eat, but they were like the ones up the top end, they were just about to start flowering. And thankfully I hadn't planted any seeds in here. I'd been trying to, I just hadn't got time to, because if I had they would have just trampled them. In here I've planted all the carnations, so you can see they're all doing pretty well. There's a flamingo feather just come up in there by itself. Liatris has been flowering, and then you can see over there one of the asters, and then these other asters that are transplanted out of the veggie patch are doing really well. There's another different aster there, another one there. They're all different varieties, and Alstroemeria, a couple of Alstroemeria coming up there, and Limonium. Got a couple of Limonium there, and then just a couple of random things at the front here, a couple of gerbers and African daisy. But yeah, I put shade cloth over this to help the carnations. And I'm very glad I did, because the cows would have trampled this bed as well if I hadn't have. But that shade cloth has stopped them, thankfully. And yeah, this is a bit of a mess because there's a lot of weeds, and the cows have come through here and trampled, ate and pulled a heap of my bunny tail grass out, and the cornflower. Alright, second go doing this because I just realised my mic ran out of battery. The dahlias are looking okay. The cows have walked through here as well and shot right beside or right on top of some of them and broke them off. These ones are a little bit behind because they got planted later. There's lemon basil in here that just keeps self-seeding. These were the first ones I planted, and yeah, you can see cows trot right beside there, right beside a few of them, and just they're not quite as happy now. Trot on a couple there. There's a couple here that haven't come up, and then trot here, and beside that one, beside this one, and like pushed it over so it's like half laying over now. Trot on that one there, and yeah, trot on these couple. This one's shooting back and that one should shoot back hopefully, but yeah, I need to get on top of the weeds in here before they get away too. They're not looking too bad. They'll definitely enjoy a bit of rain hopefully in a few days. Yeah, so that was just a quick update, and a few tips on Lisianthus, because yeah, I've had a few people asking questions about them. They're definitely a perennial, especially in our climate. So just don't do what I've done and plant them too late in the summer, although down south it probably wouldn't matter too much because they still survive. They just, you don't get 100% from them the first year, that's all. All mine, as you can see, are ready to pinch. You don't have to pinch them. You'll get flowers quicker if you don't pinch them. You just won't get as many, especially because when they're planted this late, they probably won't have a second flush. If they do, it won't be great. So I usually pinch them and just get one flush from them, and then they're ready to go. So these should flower around March, which is kind of good in a way because I'll get like 2 lots of lizzies this year. And then next year when I've got all these in, I think I might, because quite a few of those ones out in that row out there have got reasonably like pretty fat stems. I might even like go through and pinch some of them even though they have like multiple stems already, just so I get a bit of a succession, so I've not got so many at the same time, although I don't think it would matter that I would have so many at the same time because I've always got the florist chasing them anyway. So we'll just see. I'll see how they come back, I guess, and cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, preferably don't plant them too late. Either before winter if you're somewhere where you get frosts. If you're somewhere where you don't get frosts, then you can probably plant them anytime during winter or early spring. But yeah, they definitely benefit from being in there, planted in a bit cooler, and you'll get a good first season out of them if they're planted when it's cooler. What else? I don't think there's much else. Other than, yeah, they'll need support and a few lots of fertilizer to keep them going, but otherwise they're a pretty easy crop. The thrips do like them, so if you have thrips in your area, you probably have to spray for thrips. And also keep an eye on caterpillars. Caterpillars do get into the buds if you don't keep on top of them sometimes too when it's warmer. But yeah, that's about it. I need to go get those couple of beds rotary hoed and get some more sunflowers and zinnias planted. I did plant a few trays of stuff yesterday. I planted another tray of floret zinnias and 2 trays of floret celosia and some lemon basil, some cinnamon basil, and some flamingo feather. That's right. Which is all a little bit later than I would normally plant it, but it could be a bit of a benefit. It could, yeah, I should have a good lot of flowers coming on in late summer, early autumn, hopefully. So anyway, yes, I will endeavour to put some more videos out, but it's rather difficult at the moment with time. But yeah, I'll definitely try. I hope you enjoyed this little update, and we'll see you in the next one. Not too far away, hopefully. And also a big thank you to, I know, Jewel Watches. It's one of my awesome flower friends. Yeah, she has been very kind to send out some seeds to me, I think, after losing all those sunflowers and stuff, even though I've still got sunflower seeds. But yeah, thank you, Jewel. You're amazing. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.